Hey guys, welcome back. So for part 2 of this video, since it's all about being in the field, I came out here in the middle of the woods. Not literally in the middle of the woods, it's a small little nature preserve at FIU. I thought it was a perfect location to do this video in, so let's go. On day 11, basically what we did, we woke up, we started clearing out all the barracks, because once you get signed to go into the FTXs, you leave the barracks that you've been, that has been your home for the past 20 days. You leave everything, you have to take everything out, and you put all your bags, the things that you will need, into a Connex that you will not touch until after your FTXs. And then there's the bag that you can put in a special Connex that they transfer TA Dessenberger, and then that's when the refits happens, and you can take out clean clothes, clean uniforms for the following FTXs. So that's what we did. After we dropped all of our bags off, we were waiting in front of the barracks area, and then we had to put our face paints on because it starts, literally this day, it starts. You put your face paint on, you jump into the bus, and then you're off to AO Wolverine. The field time is divided into 3 sessions: Wolverine, Panther, and Grizzly. FTX to FTX, it should be getting harder. Wolverine is basically a walkthrough with cadre. So once we got there, little lessons about how to take apart 240 Bravo, the 249, how to do the ASIP radio, stuff like that. And then right after that, every single platoon gets separated, and then now you're basically out there in a patrol base with your platoon for the first time. During the days during the FTXs, you have to do 3 missions. So first of all, you have in the morning, you're in your patrol base, then you go to your first mission, and then right after that one, you have to go to your second mission, right after that one, third mission, and then right after that one, you go back to a new patrol base. And all of those missions, you will get a blue card, or someone will, no matter what, because you're required to get blue cards, right? So for the Wolverine, day 12, 13, 14, we just did that. We did mission after mission after mission. This felt really slow because you're not doing it by yourself. Cadre is walking you through how to do your mission. They will be by your side, fixing your mistakes, so that way once it's your turn to do it by yourself, you don't make them out there. So I recommend to pay 100% attention, take notes, because this is how this will make you successful once you get to do your lanes yourselves. So on day 15, we basically that night we had a 2 hours of sleep because we had to get up and then get ready for the 8-mile foot march. That one, I'm gonna say it was the hardest foot march that we had to do in camp because it's really hilly. And this foot march is gonna take you from AO Wolverine to TA Dessenberger. That's basically where all your refits are gonna be from now on. So once you get to the refit area, you're gonna have breakfast, you had an arm immersion, and then you're gonna have access to the Connexes I mentioned previously, and then you can take out the uniforms that you will need, and then all the things that you don't need to bring out to the field again for the next FTX, you can put it in that B bag. I recommend to in your B bag, label label Ziploc bags and put uniforms in there, so you can just come in that day of, grab it really fast, put it in your bag, and then put everything else in there, the dirty stuff. Because it's a quick process, because you have to move on, you have to eat, you have to talk to your platoon. That's when also we did peer evals 2. The day after, day 16, that's when the FTX 1 started, the stick lanes. It's the patrol base that we have to walk to the AO Panther, which is around the same area. Your second FTX Panther is gonna be in the same area close to Dessenberger. We just walk to our missions. So basically day 16, 17, and 18, we were in AO Panther doing our missions, 3 missions a day, our patrol bases. That's when I got my first blue card. I was a PSG for a defense mission, It wasn't hard at all. Just so you know, don't get your hopes up. On the 4th day, you don't wake up and go straight into refit day, into your refit. Even though it is a refit day, you will wake up, do one more mission, and then after that mission, you'll go into TA Dissenberger and start your refit. Once again, refit, you get to shower, you have access to the connexes, change everything, talk with your platoon, etc. We never had laundry. I don't know why they just didn't give us the option to do laundry. So make sure that you have enough uniforms. Make sure you have enough uniforms, and make sure once you're in the field to take the right amount of stuff that you need. Do not overpack, because you're gonna be walking for miles and miles and miles. You're gonna be so sore, everything. You're gonna be in so much pain. So pack what you need. Pro tip. Day 20, that's when we started movement to AO Grizzly. Here is when we had to get on those vans. Everyone goes because it's a good 20-minute ride in the back of the MTVs. And then we literally just went out and they dropped us in the middle of nowhere. It is a controlled area, but it's literally more of a middle of nowhere than Panther was. So that was a little scary. When I went, there was no cadet trails anywhere, so we basically had to make our own trails to do our missions. And good thing we had a great point man. Day 20, we arrived to the field, to the AO Grizzly. Day 21, 22, and 23, we were basically out there all day. Just like Panther, just like Wolverine. But I'll say little by little, every single FTX, it's a miracle that it feels faster. You feel the days are going by faster. You're gonna be so tired, but trust me, by the blink of an eye, you're gonna be, oh my God, I'm already almost done with the FTXs. And this phase is where I got my second blue card. I was a squad leader, weapons squad leader, goon squad, if you know, you know. And the mission that I had to do, it was another area defense. So once again, it wasn't that hard. So day 23, that's when we had our last refit. And oh my gosh, I've never been so happy in my life. I was officially done with it. I was done with the thing that I was most scared of since the very beginning. It was so gratifying. It was, let me tell you, amazing. And then we had the same as all refits. We basically had to change all the stuff. You could put all the dirty stuff in the B bag because you will not see it again. But you did have to make sure your ruck was 25 pounds, I believe, for the 12-mile ruck that came the very next day. We did weapons maintenance. In the field, your weapons get nasty. And this is not the only day that you do weapons maintenance. You're supposed to do it every single day. And you have to be really careful not to lose all the tiny pieces the pins. But yeah, make sure you clean your weapon, because once we get back, that's one of the first things you do, and you'll be so happy about it because you don't have to carry that weapon around you have for the past 34 days. So day 24, we woke up around 1 a.m. because our release time was 2 or 3, I believe, to start our 12-mile march. The good thing about this march, I was scared because the 8-miler was so hilly. This one, they made it really flat, so that way it was easier on everyone. Once you're done with this 12-mile march, you literally arrive to this place where it's I'm gonna put pictures and videos right now, where it says mission complete, and you can celebrate with your battle buddies, we are done. That's basically the last thing that you needed to pass camp. Once you're done with the field, you're done with camp. Everything that comes after it, and you'll see, it's basically all paperwork and getting everything together to be released back home, and then for graduation. So yeah, after the 12-miler, we celebrated for a few hours. Little story for me, there was supposed to be a cadre in one of the turns, and he wasn't there, or they weren't there, and my platoon ended up doing 13 miles instead of the 12. our 12-mile, like I had it on my watch, our 12-mile point was where you do the PT test. So like from there to like the end point, like where we were supposed to be, is like another mile. So we ended up doing 13 miles, which was, whew, it was rough, but you know what? I'm glad, like not everyone can say they did 13 miles. So yeah, once we got back, we got our breakfast, we did weapons maintenance, and then right after lunch, we went to return our weapons. Oh my gosh. When I returned my weapon, it was like a weight lifted from me. Like I was like, this is surreal. We're going home. We're almost done. Just like, I think I was like happier than when I got it. Because when I got it, it was like such an achievement. Because those like 5 days or like 6 days, it was the most boring days of my life. And we're like, okay, we're finally going somewhere. Now giving them back, oh my God, best day of my life. So on that day, that's when ACER counseling starts. ACER is basically the counseling that you get at the end. That's a counseling that you get at the end of the camp period. And it's basically where you rank in your platoon and like where everyone sits, like how you did every single event, all the points that you got on every single event, etc. Day 25, we had graduation rehearsal for the cadets that were chosen for awards, or like to carry the guidons or like the PL, PSG positions, and they need to know exactly where to stand. They went out there to practice. And then we had our session briefs. Then we had like a session brief. Basically like how like a sessions work and how we get our branches and how we're competing with each other. On day 26, that's Cif Turn-In. If you didn't like check anything out, you will still go with everyone, but you didn't have to do anything. You would just like chill outside. If you did take things out, you'll have to return them, of course, and hopefully your stuff gets accepted by them. If not, you're gonna be out there with a little drag, just like wiping it up until they accept it. Day 27, they had the blood drive and ID survey. For some reason, they canceled the blood drive for my regiment alone. They were still doing it for other regiments. And during the days, we also did like a lot of paperwork in order to come back, or for like the people that had like other schools right after, they had to like fill out that paperwork, etc., to make sure your traveling dates were still okay, your places, and all that. And then day 28, the day has come. The ending. This day we're up like around midnight, 1. We cleared out the barracks for the very last time. This is the day that we were done. So we cleared out all of our barracks, and then we put all of our bags in like certain buses, or like, I don't remember exactly, but we put them away and headed to the area where we had our graduation, which was Brooks Field. We did like a few hours of graduation rehearsals, like how to walk, like where to go, etc. And then we had our actual graduation. Right after graduation, you can take pictures with your family if they came. You can take pictures with your new friends. You can like with like your platoon, your cadre, etc. And then right after that, you change back into this lovely little outfit. And then you get on the bus and they'll take you to the airport if you did opt in to like travel back by plane. And that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I hope this was useful for anyone that's going to camp in the future. This was my experience. I just wanted to show you the rundown on how it worked. So please like, subscribe, hit the bell button for future videos. If you have anything that you want me to cover in future videos, like LENAV, like missions, literally anything, just comment down below. I love seeing your comments. I'll see you next time. Bye.